Hello, this is Ray from DC Raymaker. Today we have the Garmin Vector S pedal. This is the left-sided pedal that came in about a year after the initial Garmin full-sided or full dual sensing pedal was announced. You see on the box that there's the S that indicates basically it's the half pedal system. I'm going to give you a quick walk through the unboxing. This is the unit here. Now there are two different pod size on Garmin Vector units, be it the full system that's called dual sensing or the left-only system. In this case is the 12 to 15 meter size, but there's also a large pedal pod size as well. So just keep that in mind. Basically that refers to the crank width and how much the pedal, I'll show you the connector piece in a minute, expands out to be able to attach to your crank arm. So it's not about your body size, it's about your crank arm size in your bike. So just keep that in mind when you're selecting which edition. We'll go ahead and slide the box out. Let's take that off the side there, up and back. And then here's this. Go ahead and open the box up. And then inside here we've got the Vector S system. So you'll notice there are two pedals, despite being what's considered a left-only pedal. It actually includes two pedals. Only one of them has the strain gauges inside it that allows you to measure power from that side. Keeping in mind that the way all left-only pedal systems, or sorry, left-only power meters work, whether it be Stages, Rotor LT, or Garmin's Vector S, is that they simply double the left-hand side power. That's it. That means that sometimes it works out power-wise where it's equal to a full sensing system, and other times it could measure higher load depending on your balance between rides. Also keep in mind that balance typically varies between rides you have. Maybe a shorter ride will have even or more even power, whereas a longer ride could have more imbalance in it. So there will be some imperfections in power, and if you're comparing it to a full sensor system with dual sensor or something that captures power on both left and right, then you may see some differences there. That's just kind of the nature of choosing left-only system. So with that in mind, we'll go ahead and we'll take this little box out right here. This is kind of all the small goodies inside of it. First you got a bit of a thank you note here, and then you have the quick start manual for getting everything all attached. And then you've got some product safety junk. And then finally inside you have cleats. So it includes two cleats here. There we go. It includes the attachment hardware needed to go ahead and pop these cleats on at the bottom of your bike shoes. And then it includes O-rings, which we look into from an installation standpoint. Or sorry, washers, not O-rings. And then we have the ANT Plus USB stick. This is used if you want to update the firmware in the pedals themselves. So this is, you can plug this into your computer, Mac or PC, and then it'll go ahead and allow you to update the firmware on the pedals since they are updatable. So put those down there. Next we got the two pedals. So go ahead and take these out. These are the left and right pedals here. The left pedal is the pedal sensor that has the pedal that has the sensors in it. If you look carefully, you can see the left-hand side, this one right there, has the connections that will ultimately connect to the pod for the left-hand side, whereas the right one is just kind of a blank there. They give you both pedals so that obviously they match, and so that there's not a imbalance issue with having one pedal from a different manufacturer or things like that. So those are those right there. And then finally we have the Vector pod. This is the communications pod. What happens is we take this little piece off right there, stick that there for now. And this pod will essentially pop into the pedal like this, and this pod does transmission of ANT Plus from the pedal itself up to your head unit. So this is basically the transmitter piece. It's also the batteries. The batteries live inside this little door. You just pop it open and put it on. And this simply then goes your crank arm right there, and then this pops in place. So it's this piece here that actually shifts and changes depending on which pod size you have, large or regular. So you don't want this to be too big, so you don't want to put a large pod set on a regular size crank, because this will end up being too loose and it could catch on something and snap off this the pod, which then would make for kind of a sad day. So that's the gist of the unboxing side of things. Not really installation, but just unboxing and all the pieces inside Vector X or Vector S. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.